Once more into the breach, dear friends, is Pokedoku. Let's see how screwed we are today. Ghost, Poison, Fighting, Alola, Alalalola, Bug. Oh, with his Ultra Beast. Can I get some info? Will all Pokemon with Ultra Beast have Ultra Beast in their name? Nope. All right. Do they have Beast in the name? Ghost Poison is Gengar. I'm sure of it. Ghost Fighting, Dusclops. You can't tell me that this dude he's got his hands ready to go in like some Muay Thai pose and is a mummy is not fighting. I refuse to believe it. Bug Poison. Beedrill. That's a given. Bug Fighting. I'm sure I can think of, like, you're going to tell me that Buzzwole is not a fighting type Pokemon. Look at this dude. Guzzlord? Buzzwole must be a fighter. Okay. Bug Alola. I need a minute on that. Alola Ghost. Ghost Fighting is throwing me for a loop. Isn't there like a... What about this guy? He kind of looks like he's fighting. I don't know what he is, honestly. Kind of doesn't look like anything. Ghost Fighting? If anything, Gengar kind of looks like a ghost fighter. Okay, Ghost Alola. Must originate from this region? Okay, well, no, that's fine. You just start by typing Alola. Who are famous ghost Pokemon? Gengar. Gengar Alola. Chandelure Alolan. Misdreavus. I guess they never went to Game Freak Hawaii, huh? Hi, honey.
Chocolate.
You got me a chocolate for Valentine's Day?
So, I did.
Thank you.
Eat it. Just open the wrap.
Well, I'm not going to eat it right now because it's the morning time. But I'll eat it when I pick you up today.
No, you can eat it right now and tell me how it tastes.
Well, I'm sure it's going to taste great because it's chocolate.
You taste it, I taste it.
You already tasted it? Mommy gave you one this morning?
Yes.
You had chocolate with your breakfast?
No.
Mm.
I remember the perfect Valentine's.
Oh, you remember the perfect Valentine's Day? Oh, come here. You want to sit on my lap?
You can eat the chocolate before it melts.
I'm not gonna. Daddy doesn't want to eat the chocolate right now, but it's not gonna melt because my office is kind of cold, right? Here. You're gonna sit on my garbage can?
Yeah.
All right.
So I can see it.
I'm trying to think of some Pokemon.
What's Pokemon?
Do you know any ghost type Pokemon?
Boo.
Boo. Boo is from Mario Party. How about any bug type Pokemon?
Bee.
Bee? Maybe there is a Alola Beedrill.
What is a bee?
Alola means they're from Hawaii. What is Orbeetle Gmax? It's just a big mushroom? I gotta be honest, I'm not sure I'm getting any more today. Ghost? Who's a good ghost type Pokemon? Goomy?
No.
Is Goomy a ghost?
No. I know.
What about
Boo.
Rillaboom Gmax? It looks like a guy it's a tree that's playing the drums.
No, can I see the whatever? Let me sit on your lap.
Okay, come here. Here, you can sit on my lap.
I cannot get a better look.
You can't get a better look?
I want you to zoom in.
Okay, I'll try. Don't touch the microphone, please. What are you doing? People are saying it's scary. Is this your impression of what Daddy does at his job all day? Don't turn this stuff. I gotta be honest. I don't think we're getting any more Pokemon here. Ultra Beast Fighting? I don't even have like an answer. How about Medicham Mega? No? Hey, Roshan Lynch, going beast mode, ultra beast mode. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
That paid for your chocolate. Show some respect.
So good.
Okay, mommy's calling you.
You would try to hand over your chocolate.
Try to hand over the chocolate?
Yes.
Okay, have a fun time. I'll see you at pickup time.
And tell me how it tastes.
When I pick you up, I'll give you a review of the chocolate. I will say thumbs up. It was so tasty. Hey, don't bang on the glass. Okay, have a great day. I gotta be honest, I don't think I'm getting any more. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'll see you at pickup. We'll get some ice cream, okay? Oh. It's not Ice Cream Gambit, it's a tradition. Marowak! I could have gotten Marowak. Buzzwole is an Ultra Beast. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, this is bug fighting. I would say there's a 15% chance I could have gotten this one. There is a... No, that's not happening. There's a 0% chance I'm getting Marshadow. There was a 3% chance I could get Marowak Alola. There is a 1% chance I could have gotten Nihiligo. And the rest of these are, I mean, except for the one that I put here. Like, I don't know anything about Sharjah Bug. I don't even know what it is. Is it a battery? And then Stakataka is like literally a tower. What is it? Don't even get me started on Pheromosa, bro. Don't even get me started. Framed. The daily movie guessing game. Straight up, immediately, this has... I know you're going to say this is Michael Bay. Let me rephrase. I know you're going to say this is Fast and Furious. I disagree. I think this is the way Michael Bay shoots movies. I don't know if this is a Transformers movie, but I do think it's the way Michael Bay shoots movies. Okay, I'll say Fast and the Furious. Oh, no, this is too beautifully shot. This is Ferrari. Maybe it's Ford versus Ferrari. This is a man with a... Oh, it's Gran Turismo. It must be Gran Turismo. Okay, it makes sense. It was just with contextual clues. I've never seen it. And I never freaking will. But I heard it was okay. But like, this is Neil Blomkamp, right? Like... We gotta get that dude a good script or something. Bro made District 9 and then I mean, like, what happened? No, we don't. We gotta get him. They should have given him the alien script in 2014, bro. The world could look so different. Hey, Anel, what's your eye routine? Getting 5 hours and 15 minutes of sleep a night because I fall asleep and then I wake up to my daughter shouting right in my face that the Yodo player that we use to read her a bedtime story so she falls asleep has gone all the way to the end of the story, so she needs it to start again. She literally listened to the entirety of Toy Story 3, which is like 91 minutes of story time, and then said, like, I need a little bit more. I can't be mad because I also, when I go to bed with Bluetooth earbuds in, I set my Audible sleep timer on 2 hours. Why do I set it on 2 hours? Because I literally never want a situation where I'm awake and it stops. Because then you almost have to start the routine from the beginning. So like a 10-minute sleep timer is not possible. Like, because the whole time I would just be like, it's been 4.5 minutes and I'm not asleep yet. Fuck. It's like 30 minutes, at least 50% of the time, would totally work for me. But this is like airplane safety, right? Like, I want 99.999% efficacy. 2 hours works for me. Jimmy Clausen got taken in the second round by this NFC team in 2010 and started 10 games as a rookie, but the team drafted a quarterback with the number 1 pick the next year. Of course. Of course. Number 1 pick. The worst NFC team in 2010 was probably the team that is known as the... Let me think about it. Let's make sure we know they're in the NFC. I gotta say it's the Commanders, bro, because they're perennially ass. And I know for a fact they're in the NFC. Mark Dageneau was the head coach, has been the head coach of this Western Conference team since 2020. Who are the Phoenix Suns? As a sophomore, this 6'7" P.F. Chang's was a 2009 consensus All-American as he averaged over 15 points and 12, it's 2009 college basketball player. I have no idea, man. It's Al Horford. Okay, that's pretty common. What is the largest city in the United States west? Normally it's like, what country is Beijing in? What is the largest city in the United States west of the Mississippi with only one type of vowel in its name? West of the Mississippi. Dallas. Yes! To illuminate my thought process, I said Los Angeles, no, there's 2 vowels, 2 types. Seattle, no, there's 2 vowels. And then I said, fuck it, bro, where's the Mississippi? And I was like, in my head, I was like, you're going to laugh at me, but I'm like, doesn't that shit start in Louisiana, even though it's called the Mississippi? Yes, it does. So I was like, what state is next to Louisiana? Texas. It's that simple. This is Blake Shelton. And Haley Steinfeld. No! It's Florence Pugh. You're right. You're right. That's Florence Pugh. I got tripped up by the eyebrows. Marketed as a quick one-pan meal, what is the name of the canned sloppy Joe sauce produced by Hunt's? Manwich? Yes! Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey starred in True Detective. Since 2008, this woman has earned 4 Oscars for The Help, Fences, Doubt, and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. This is Viola Davis. What singer had a 2015 hit with the following lyrics? Yeah, is it too late now to say sorry? Because I'm missing more than just your birdie. That's Justin Bieber, bro. We ran like a pretty good back 2/3, but like they're still kind of cooked today. The only one I really want to see is Celebrity Mashup, bro. As Alec Baldwin and Florence Pugh. That you're telling me? I could see it, I guess. I really, even now that I know that it's Alec Baldwin, I'm still like, you're wrong. That's Blake Shelton. Blake isn't gray? He fucking dyes it probably. Me pretending I know where the bodies are buried in Hollywood. You know Blake Shelton? He fucking dyes his beard. Yeah, there's more where that came from. Yeah, they're all on steroids. Yeah, every single kid who plays young Sheldon, human growth hormone. Human shrink hormone. He's actually 43 years old. Ain't no way. Hit him with the Benjamin Buttonizer. Me building the contraption that when it hits you turns you into a kid version of yourself. turning the president into a 7-year-old version of himself while he's given the State of the Union. Oh, man. Imagine. And then his suit would be like hanging off of him. Oh, that's the plot of Sky High. Librarian, you gotta relax with the. I know, like, it's the guy who's seen one movie and it's the Boss Baby, getting a lot of Boss Baby vibes from this. I'm not joking. I know, but this is like, it's been 2 weeks of you talking about Sky High. You gotta watch more movies so that you don't just fixate on how. You ever see the meme that is like human beings right after they invented the wheel? Bro, the whole universe is a wheel moving in cycles like the seasons and people's lives. Then human beings, 5 minutes after they invented the clock, everything is a clock, bro, ticking on, and then resetting itself at the end of the day. Then when they invent computers, bro, literally the universe is a computer. Like, that's you with Sky High. Everything you see, you're like, bro, the universe is like Sky High. Human beings are very good at, metaphorical thinking like that. I think. I don't know. Bro, everything's a stream. The Light Desert Bake Watch Playground Timer. Egg timer. Egg broil bake light timer. These are buttons on an oven. Well. Pulp. Beach, desert, oasis. Just think about this for a second. Suede. Monitor, track, watch, and survey. To surveil something. To follow attentively. Things with sand. Hourglass, beach, desert, oasis. Or, no. Playground. Britpop bands. Bands from the Britpop era. Yeah, dude. That's a good connections. They want to live like common people. They do. They want to do whatever common people do, I'm hearing. Machine tooth. Saw. Pear for a water buffalo. Antler. Inbox contents. Email. Blank today. Apply. What T stands for and by the way. Kick your ball closer to the hole in mini golf. I'm going to say we got something wrong here. This is cheat. Extra pizzazz is oomph. Machine tooth, I guess, is a cog. Purple soda flavor, grape. Pear for a water buffalo, horns. They don't have antlers, they have horns. Who knew? Please do not say oomphy anymore. I hate to say it. The word didn't gross me out until the video of the diatoms. And now, like, it's permanently compromised for me. Because when I hear oomphy, I think of, like, the weird green, like, jellyfish diatom going like, bloop, 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 bloop. I don't like it. Not gonna do it. Can I say I made the mistake of being on the front page of Reddit? This must have been yesterday. Because I didn't get to talk about it on stream, and it would have been my go-to banter bit for yesterday. It was, I don't even know what subreddit it was on, because it was like, I'm not logged in, and it's the front page of Reddit. But it was like, with everybody complaining about weed smokers, what is the actual most normalized addiction in society? And like almost all of the top comments were caffeine. And I felt like I was losing my fucking mind. And I'm like, it's not, like maybe in a literal Poindexter sense, it's caffeine. But the people were like, it's crazy how much the culture promotes caffeine. And people are like, don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. I'm like, bro, there's no demonstrable or a negligible, infinitesimal amount of harm caused by caffeine in society. There's almost nothing, man. What's the harm? I almost feel, well, it might affect your sleep quality, but I'm the father of a toddler, so that's not relevant to me anyway. Skill difference? Yellowing teeth? You're not going to live forever. Get over it. The other one, by the way, and if you were mad at this, if you were mad at me for being mad at the people saying caffeine as if they're geniuses, the other one that came up a lot was sugar. And I'm like, brother, I don't think it's sugar. I'm not saying sugar is good for you, but I think that the needle has pushed too far in the other direction, where people are so anti-sugar that we're getting some sujigiris. Like, people are going apeshit on fruit. People will look at you with like a side eye for eating an apple. They're like, an apple? I'm eating a sugar-free protein bar built in a laboratory in Denver. I don't know why I went for Denver. Fruit? I guess you don't care about your blood sugar, huh? Fruit? You're really eating the carrot right now? You know it's got a lot of sugar in it. I'm eating the fucking keto log. It's made exclusively of dehydrated bacon because I care about my health. So I'm just saying, now people are saying it's alcohol. Now you're talking. As someone who drinks, I feel like it's alcohol. It's normalized. It's integrated into like many workplaces. They'll have happy hours and stuff like that. Or on Fridays, they'll be like at lunch, we have a couple beers before we go back to work. There's ads for it everywhere. You can buy it all over, like it's fully integrated into society. It ain't caffeine. Maybe it's sugar, but I feel like caffeine is one of those ones where like not to be rude, okay? But if someone's like, "Oh, you're gonna, you think that there's a," and I don't, by the way, but you think there's a problem that so many people smoke weed yet you drink coffee? For me, that's like a shorthand that is like this person, we're not gonna find some common ground. I don't know how many situations they've been in, where I've been in, I should say, where I'm like driving behind someone and they're going 30 kilometers an hour under the speed limit. And I'm like, whoa, that dude must have smoked some coffee this morning. That dude's driving like he's had 2 cups of coffee. Like, anyway, awfully hot coffee pot. One guy said he ruined his life from a caffeine addiction. Listen, I'm sure it happens, but like, compare that to like, what percent of weed addicts ruin their life? Like 5%? What percent of alcohol addicts ruin their life? It's like 80%. I mean, like, I say this as someone who enjoys a nice double IPA from time to time, but like, let's not put caffeine and weed and sugar, sure. But I'm like, I don't even think it's sugar, man. I think it's just sugar is like the sujigiri. It's eating, bro. And the reason we're all eating too much is because it's like the cheapest form of entertainment on the planet. Like you could pay $15 to go see a movie at the movie theater for like 2 hours, or you could buy like 5 family-sized bags of Lay's potato chips and you'll be entertained, although maybe feeling a little sick for like 4 days. Anyway. Enjoy premium coffee Arare 18, 19 gram bags. What is these? This is not coffee. This is a cookie. What is 18, 19 gram bags? These are not single serving bags of beans, right? These are some kind of cookies you eat that have coffee flavoring. Help me. These are like rice crackers. Rice crackers? Oh, I guess I could read the package, huh? Japanese style rice crackers with roasted coffee beans. 18 packs of 19 grams each. I feel like these sound kind of gross. By the way, nice to see you, Jay. Nice to see you. I feel like I like eating a little cookie with a cup of coffee or something like that, but a rice cracker with coffee beans in it, I don't know, maybe the beans don't taste like coffee. Maybe that's cope, though. Enjoy. 18 packs. I feel like these are going to be pretty cheap. I think it's got to come in at under 80 cents a pack. So let's start at a $9.99 price point. Let's go $8.99. Not bad, baby. It turns out if you just think about it for 25 minutes, you can come up with a pretty good guess. I do like a chocolate-covered coffee bean. I don't buy them, but if someone has them, I'd say, Napoleon, give me some of your tots. Yeah, because you're addicted to caffeine? Listen, motherfucker. I firmly believe that we're misrepresenting coffee as a vice, okay? I don't think coffee is a vice. For my personal definition of vice, it doesn't fit the limit because it doesn't do enough harm. If you're drinking 15 cups of espresso a day, sure. But otherwise, I don't see it. How many cups are you drinking a day? I'm drinking 1 cup a day, and then like once a month, I'm like, oh, I'm a little like faded at 2 p.m. I'm going to get another cup. And then I drink like 2 sips, and I'm nauseous. If anything, I feel like the more caffeine you drink, it's like self-limiting. Like you start to feel sick the more you consume. And that's the problem with alcohol is that it like deadens your senses. So like before you have one beer, you're like, a beer, I could take it or leave it. But after you have one beer, you're like, holy fuck. I would love another beer right now. The last thing I want to have after a cup of coffee is another cup of coffee. I'm like, the dose did its job. I'm going to say it's the number one exporter of coffee in the world, Colombia. 5,000 kilometers away, Liberia. Whoa, okay. Togo. That's cooler, my mistake. Algeria. Cooler, but still pretty. Togo is closer. Senegal. Yes! Oh, man. He's crazy. I don't want to guess what I want to guess because Apollo made fun of me. Is this Myanmar? No. This is like Estonia, bro. Or like it's Lithuania. No, it's not. This is Tunisia or Libya. No, Libya's got more triangular borders. It is triangular. 9,000 kilometers? 9,000 kilometers? This is like Guyana. Or like Uruguay or something. Oh, okay. West of Guyana. Colombia? Venezuela? Yes! I was like, there's no country in between those. It turns out there is. You forgot about Suriname? Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. It's just a bunch of gibberish. I never forgot about Suriname. November 18th, 1994. I'm enjoying my last couple of weeks of being 6 years old. At the multiplex is a movie starring Patrick Stewart called Star Trek First Contact. Oh. I gotta think about that. It's gonna be Star Trek, but there's like Star Trek Generations, maybe? Yes, okay, Star Trek Generations. Warner Brothers, big fall in its second week, starring Tom Cruise from 1994. This fall indicates to me that this is probably not A Few Good Men. I'm going to simmer on that for a minute. 11% down in its second week, 94. I mean, it was like Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin. This is Aladdin or maybe The Lion King. Let's start with Lion King, actually. I think Aladdin might have been a little earlier. Oh, that's the next one down, bro. Aladdin? There's no way those came out in theaters like, wow, it is like 2 months apart. Or not two, it's like 6 months apart. You know what? Give me genre so I can make sure it's animated, which it isn't. In which case, maybe the actor would help us because the actor for Aladdin probably wouldn't have otherwise helped us. Tim Allen, the Santa Claus 1. Oh, I never would have suggested it, even though the time frame obviously makes sense. That was good. That was good. Columbia Pictures, starring Jean Reno. This must be Leon, the Professional. Are we tapped? What do we have here? Warner Brothers, starring Tom Cruise. Horror, drama, fantasy. This movie is called Legend. This movie is called Willow. Oh, it's Interview with a Vampire. Yeah, okay. 80th percentile, though. I can live with that. A tete-a-tete with the Temomancer. Interview with a Vampire. Great weekend? I mean, I have to disagree with you. No disrespect. I haven't seen Star Trek Generations. I have seen Interview with the Vampire. I don't think it's very good. I did see someone on Twitter today suggesting Tom Cruise should have been nominated for Best Actor for it, and I'm like, I don't know about that one, brother. Even when I saw it, I was probably like 14, and I was like, I think this movie's kind of washed. Santa Claus, I don't think is very good, but I understand Christmas movies you evaluate via different criteria. Lion King, it's a classic. Leon the Professional, yeah, okay, but I don't think it's a particularly amazing weekend at the multiplex. My parents used to start The Lion King after Mufasa unalived. I remember, like, that's insane to me, just to make that clear. But I saw The Lion King in theaters and had no idea that Mufasa was going to die. So I probably saw it like a couple of weeks after it came out. I was in the theater like, no! It was good. You know, you're learning about those emotions in a safe place. Genius. Michael Caine. David Bowie. It's the damn fucking the Prestige, isn't it? Maze, relax, I'll handle it. Will Ferrell, Ben Stiller, mermaids, this is Zoolander. What? Merman, Dad! Merman! David Bowie, he's in Zoolander. Mermaids is a connection to Zoolander, bro. Don't you, Cine Nerdle, you're not connections. Don't you start throwing in false positives like this. Jennifer Connelly, genius, Russell Crowe. That's a Beautiful Mind, directed by Ron Howard. Jim Henson, puppets. Michael Caine, Charles Dickens, puppets, is the fucking Muppet Christmas Carol. Where was puppets? There is no puppets. I'm so confused by the fucking art we got going on here. Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. That's your Zoolander connection. Ghosts of Christmas Past. Mermaids, Maze, Robert Pattinson. Dragons. Oh, and we already... Ben Henson, Maze, Jennifer Connelly, David Bowie. This is Dance Magic Dance Labyrinth. Mermaids, Dragons. Oh, spoilers. I've not seen it. I know I'm supposed to. I've not seen it. Oh, wait. This is not... What? Robert Pattinson is in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire? Yeah, bro, he plays Cedric Diggory. I don't know who that is, to be honest with you. I have no idea who Cedric Diggory is. Fake fan? No, I'm an authentic hater. I saw Muppet Christmas Carol in theaters, too. I saw Zoolander in theaters. I was going to the... I thought that I didn't go to the movies that much as a kid. I was at the fucking multiplex at least, I would say, 8 times a year. I still remember... I think I saw Muppet Treasure Island in theaters, too. When I saw Muppet Christmas Carol in theaters, my aunt was killing herself laughing when the rats in Scrooge's office are like, their fingers are frozen, and then Kermit's like, Scrooge, Could we possibly get another bushel full of coal to put in the furnace? The rats can't write. Their fingers are frozen. And then what is Scrooge said something like, maybe they prefer to write in the unemployment line. You wanker. I'm not Ebenezer Scrooge. I'm bloody James Bond. And then they go, we're in the island in the sun. She laughed for like the next 5 minutes. She was losing him. I still remember it to this day. Great movie, though. She might have been high. I don't know. Not really any of my business, quite frankly. Planet of the Apes, 1968. That's Charlton Heston. So is Ben-Hur. So is the Ten Commandments. J. Edgar. This is Leonardo DiCaprio, who's also in Shutter Island and Titanic. Omega Man is also dropping February 15th, but it's also Charlton Heston. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind might be our connection, because Kate Winslet is in Titanic, and she's in Don't Look Up, right? And she's got to be in another one of these. West Side Story 61, Leonard Bernstein music, The Candidate, Sin City, in New York City, James Dean. So I think we got a connection. And it's, well, let me think about it for a second. Let's be smart. Don't Look Up is also Leonardo DiCaprio. So let's swap that one first. I'm not doing anything too sneaky on this one. I don't have any sublime plays. I'm just trying to make some connections, and then we'll figure it out from there. So 2 of these must go here and vice versa. Elijah Wood is Deep Impact, Sin City, Eternal Sunshine, Lord of the Rings. Which means these must all be, I'm going to say James Dean. Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood. Now, here's the hard part. It is not a Kate Winslet connection, because her ass was not alive when any of these were made. So, also, what the fuck is a candidate? This is movies based on real individuals. Planet of the Apes. Movies with delusions. Movies based on a true disaster. Movies with memory loss. But then, so you got memory loss. You got memory loss. Doesn't really have memory loss. He loses the ability to talk for a minute. Maybe in the Omega Man there's memory loss. There's not. Movies based on the Bible. Lord of the Rings, Ten Commandments, West Side. Movies based on Shakespearean works. West Side Story. Netflix originals. Memory loss. Memories. Bring back memories. Bring back unreliable vignettes throughout the film. Movies where they're on a planet of the apes, but actually it's Earth. Movies based on books. I mean, isn't every movie based on a book? It's called the script. Disaster movies. Deep Impact. Planet of the Apes. His fake historical epics. Movies that take place in New York City. Movies that take place on a boat. Movies with Téa Leoni. Movies that weren't very good. I have no idea. I have no clue. I'm just going to start swapping. I'm going to go apocalypse movies. Deep Impact, Planet of the Apes, Don't Look Up. I hot swapped you. Hot swap these. 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 I don't know what it is. Hot swap these. What was it, bro? Lord of the Rings, Titanic, Ben-Hur, West Side Story. Won 10 plus Oscars. Oh. That's tough but fair. That's like a trivia question built in. I respect it. I'm annoyed, but I respect it. I'll never play it again. I'll see you tomorrow. Doctor Strangelove to the Matrix. Normally, like if we're talking about young men getting into cinema, normally you kind of work backwards. You go like The Matrix, then you probably watch like Fight Club, and then you're like movies older than me that are good, and then you watch like Battleship Potemkin, and you're like, this is way too boring. Then maybe you would like, oh, 2001: A Space Odyssey is pretty good. Movies by Stanley Kubrick that are also, and then you end up watching Doctor Strangelove. I think that's how you get there. Now, let me think about this. The hard part is connecting to the modern era. Like, this is a 30-year gap we have to bridge. So from Doctor Strangelove, it has George C. Scott and Peter Sellers. I have to start there, and we'll just try to get to, like, Lawrence Fishburne and Keanu Reeves and Hugo Weaving are probably the easiest connection. Peter Sellers, George C. Scott, Slim Pickens. James Earl Jones is in the modern era. Glenn Beck was in this. I'm just messing with you. Shane Rimmer. Of course, Shane Rimmer was in it. So we got to go. James Earl Jones. And now we're in the modern era. I would like to get to Lawrence Fishburne, Keanu Reeves. So I'm scrolling. I almost feel like scrolling in this shouldn't be allowed. Because it's like I'm fishing for something that I don't know exists. I should have to find it myself using the power of my mind. So with James Earl Jones, I'm going to say Driving Miss Daisy, 2015. What is this, bro? What have I done? It's like an adaptation of the stage play, Angela Lansbury, Glass Onion. Okay, now we're talking. There's guaranteed to be a one-step connection here, but I don't know what it is. And I'm scrolling again. So the scrolling, I feel like we got to chill with the scrolling. Ed Norton, The Score, Marlon Brando, Apocalypse Now, Lawrence Fishburne, The Matrix. There we go. We got that. As soon as I stopped scrolling and started thinking, it all came together. James Earl Jones, Percy and Thunder, Gloria Foster. Come on, man. Come on. The Matrix Reloaded preload. You growing the beard out, Pharaoh? I shaved yesterday. I'm just cursed. It's just, it's an insane question. Yes, I swear it to you. But I think my hair has been growing faster lately. And I don't know why. Ever since I got like the cold, the sinus infection, like my hair's been growing too fast. My beard hurts. So true. This is Contra 3, The Alien Wars. Original release too old for Metacritic. Is Contra? DOS, Amiga, Atari, Commodore, ZX Spectrum, Amstrad CPC. This is The Lost Vikings. Genre, platformer. This is Commander Keen. Original release 1990. Who's this little freak? I don't think I've ever seen this guy before. Mario? With God as my witness, I have no idea what this is. I swear it to you. 7 Days to Die. Rick Dangerous 2? Are you out of your mind? The hardest question in Earth's history? Rick Dangerous 2. Sometimes you'll play like, well, this is Guess the Game, not Gamedle. Guess the Game has Rick Dangerous too. Sometimes you type in, you know, like World of Goo into Guess the Game, and it's like, we don't have that in our database. Come on. Underrated gem. Me describing games I've never played before? Yeah, that's a bit of an underrated gem. This is the SSX reboot from 2012. This is Steep Big Air. This is X Games. This is Riders Revolution. Revolution. Riders Republic. Oh, man. From 2021, huh? I honestly thought that that was from like 2017. That's my mistake. Broncos country? Let's ride. Okay, now this shit, you can't sneak this one by me. This is like Mrs. Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man. And you're going to say that I'm a misogynist. I guessed Miss Pac-Man before Pac-Man. If anything, it makes me a misandrist. It's a horrifying cover. Like, this is never, I guess it's just art, but like I never really saw it like the ghosts are like unhappy to get eaten by Pac-Man. Like, he really looks like he's the monster. But the ghosts are the ones that started chasing Pac-Man in the first place. If the ghosts weren't chasing Pac-Man, I wouldn't have eaten the power pellet and then consumed Inky, Stinky, Blinky, and Dinky. You're eating all their fruit? They left it out, man! They were in prison! Pac-Man 256. Okay. Crossy Road. There's gotta be a better guess than that, man. Okay, it's a third-person game older than 2020. Of course. It may have elements of action and or adventure. That really narrows it down. How about Dark Souls 2? Okay, it's older than 2014. And it's not in the Dark Souls saga. Dragon's Dogma, the original. Oh, it's a single-player exclusive joint. It's older than 2012. How about Medieval on the... No, they don't have it. How about... Wait, whoa. It's an adventure game. That's a good one. There's no role-playing or beat-em-up elements. So it's an action adventure. Okay, sure, you got me. That's single player only. Maybe you've heard of a little game called The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which I believe probably came out on PC. That's a stupid guess. This is not a Nintendo game. How about a little game by the name of Crash Bandicoot? I'm going to say Warped, the third one, the best one. It is a platform adventure game. It's newer than 1998. Okay. Now we're cooking. Somewhere between 1998 and 2012, chatters trying to figure out where their life went wrong. No disrespect. It did come out on a Sony platform. Hey, we're all having Sly Cooper and the Devious Raccoonist, bro. Oh, okay, it's from 2002. It's Jack and Daxter. The Precursor Legacy? When did that shit come out? 2001? And it was involved in the Sony PlayStation. But it wasn't made by Sony. And it came out in 2002, huh? Give me my clue. Made in the Unreal Engine. Fantastic. That really narrows it down. A platform adventure from 2002. It's not going to be Jersey Devil. It's not going to be Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. That came out like 1995. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I should know what you could be, but I don't know what you could be. So I'm going to say Ratchet and Clank. Hang on. I forgot there was one more esteemed platformer. It's not Ratchet and Clank, though. It's not Ratchet and Clank. Mario is missing. I don't even want to say it. How many Harry Potter references are we going to get today? Will I never be free? If I'd known that the fucking cultural footprint of this thing would come to define my generational cohort, I would have sucked it up and read the fucking books and seen the movies at age 11, okay? Sorry, my ass was too busy reading The Old Man and the Sea. Sorry, I was too busy reading Slaughterhouse-Five, Fahrenheit 451, and My Teacher's an Alien. I didn't have time for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, okay? Such juvenile tripe. Four words from 2000. It's a very well-liked film. The audiences like it even more than the critics. That seems rare for a drama. From the year 2000, what is a little movie by the name of The Hangover, part, give it a second, 3. Unfortunately, oh, you know what I'm going to say? Requiem for a Dream. Depths of Human Degradation, Requiem for a Dream. Oh! You know what I'm talking about? I felt pretty good about that one. Movie Grid! I love Movie Grid. Steve Carell, Paul Dano. Little movie by the name of Little Miss Sunshine. 5 stars on letterboxd.com/northernlion. Steve Carell, $100 million plus at the box office. There's a million attempts here. I'm going to take Welcome to Marwin as the release from 2000 to 2024. I can't, man. This movie is pure ass, by the way. Do not watch this movie, but the poster is fucking sick. It's about a man who experiences a traumatic event, and the way he copes with it is by making like a town of miniatures where he can heroize himself as like a member of like the Air Force in the Second World War or something like that. But the movie is ass. I heard the documentary is good, but the movie is pure ass. I mean, this poster is hilarious, man. He copes by shrinking himself down. This is too easy. I got to think about this one. Because I think people are going to say The Big Short, but no. My ass says Minions, bro. The Rise of Gru. That's a big one right there. That's a big one. 2.5%. Lupita Nyong'o and Paul Dano. Okay. Lupita Nyong'o, $100 million plus box office run. I know where I want to go here. I'm going to flip the normal way that people would do this. I'm going to say that Us is the $100 million plus box office run. And then The Force Awakens is the release 2000 to 2024. A lot of people would have said, I don't know if Us made $100 million. I say, are you fucking stupid? You know how much heat Jordan Peele had coming off of Get Out? This shit probably, I bet it made $63 million this opening weekend, which is crazy because I remember that shit came out in February. There's no shot Us doesn't cross 100 million. And then you put Star Wars in here because people forget that she played Maz Kanata. And I can only assume that Paul Dano is in 12 Years a Slave. Because me personally, if I was casting a movie called 12 Years a Slave, I would want to have Paul Dano in it. He could play a fucking psychopath. He could play someone sympathetic to the plight of the slaves. He could play a malevolent freak. He could do anything. How do you remember it came out in February? Because I fucking saw it in theaters in February, bro. I was there. Maybe like week 2, if I had to guess. Jake Gyllenhaal, Paul Dano. This is Prisoners. Denis Villeneuve. They have another one together. Fair enough. I don't know it off the top of my head. Jake Gyllenhaal, 2000 to 2024. Bubble Boy is going to be up here, but I think a lot of people are going to think they're very clever going for something like Bubble Boy. We would be better off taking something that's a little bit, a little twisted. Something like maybe a Velvet Buzzsaw. 2.6, I can live with that. And Jake Gyllenhaal, $100 million plus box office run. Me personally, I go Source Code on that one. I know there's a lot of options, but I think Source Code is going to be somewhat forgotten. I think we did great today. Top 5%, that's a good score. Oh, Paul Dano's in Okja. Paul Dano's in Okja. What does he play in Okja? The guy rescuing Okja? That makes sense. Yes, the leader of the Okja Freers, of course. Okja's pretty good. Actually, I would take it a step further. I would say Okja is great. Sorry, I'm spell checking. I'm just verifying that I'm not a robot first. When I first watched Okja, I thought it was based on a true story. You would have been psyoped by the heritage moment with the house hippo as well.
Puritan. A noun meaning a member of a 16th and 17th century
Puritan.
prize. A noun meaning
reward.
something offered or striven for in spindle. A noun meaning a round stick with tapered ends used to form and twist the yarn in hand spinning. Spindle from Middle
I don't have a synonym for that one.
Snippet. A noun meaning a small part, piece. Hurt. A verb meaning to inflict with physical pain.
Wound. This is fun.
Scattering. A noun meaning an act or process in which something scatters or
Dispersion.
is scattered. Scattering. Agoraphobia. A noun meaning abnormal fear of being helpless
That
in a
one's pretty
situation from which
specific, okay?
trifle. A noun meaning something of little value, substance, or importance.
Italians.
Seton. A verb meaning attack. Seton. A verb meaning attack. Seton. A verb meaning
That's a real word. Okay.
affluent. A adjective
Wealthy.
meaning having an abundance of goods or riches.
Perfect score. Here we come. Call me Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson the way I got the perfect score.
Coterie. A noun meaning an intimate and often exclusive group of persons with a
menagerie.
unifying sojourner. A verb meaning to stay as a temporary resident.
traveler.
Stop. Piccata. A noun meaning thin slices of meat, such as veal, that are dredged in flour, sauteed.
Sashimi. So I got one wrong. Might be two C's, one T.
Strychnine. A noun
They
meaning
need to add more words to English, bro. We've memorized them.
Aglaia. A noun meaning one of the three sister goddesses, known as the Three Graces, who are the givers of charm and beauty in Greek mythology. This word originates from Latin, but has Greek roots.
Oh, Aglaia. Aglaia! Aglaia! Still got 13. That might be like our best score ever. And then everybody chill out. Relax. I'll handle it. It's Puckdoku. Pittsburgh Penguins, 2000 to 2009. Rico Fata. Bro doesn't even have a picture, man. Sorry. Dallas Stars, 2000 to 2009. Marty Turco. Also known as Rob Riggle. Minnesota Wild, 2000 to 2009. There's a lot here. I want to say it's a guy with red hair by the name of Mark Parrish. But then I should use Mark Parrish for the New York Islanders, because that's a tougher connection. Let's go with Derek Bugard. Now, here's where things get a little tricky. The Islanders and the Pittsburgh Penguins, you simply must go with Zygmunt Palffy. The Islanders and the Dallas Stars, you must go with an individual by the name of something that I have not considered yet. No. Okay, Carolina Hurricanes and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Who is Jack Johnson? Turns out there's a few of them. Jack Johnson. No. What? Jordan Stahl. There we go. It's crazy. I don't mean this to be derogatory. It's insane how much Jordan Stahl looks like a dude who, if he was born in the 19th century, would be a farmer who could crush your skull with his bare hands. Am I the only one who sees that? To me, he very much has, it's like the phenotype of like a 7'1" Amish guy who would just like, you know, he's like, well, they're sick. What do you want me to do? And crushes my head with like a big rock or something like that. He does look like Stonewall Jackson. He looks like Stonewall Jackson. I'm just going to be honest. Ain't nobody know this. It's just not going to happen. So I'm going to just say that's enough hockey for today. I had fun with it regardless. The other stall, of course. Max Domi. Bill Guerin. That's a tough one. Brian Trottier. Is Aaron Eckhart? I could see that. What about Rod Brendamore? I don't think he was on the Wild or the Stars, was he? He was on the Flyers and the Canes. The Banshees of Bill Guerin. So true.